she has
Well,
to
let me
think
ask you a
about it.
question, B. Taylor. How do you solve for that?
How do you solve that?
Yeah, how do you solve for it?
Solve it after or before or preventing it? Because I don't recommend it.
How
It's
did,
no.
okay, so why would you open your legs up into a man that you're not married to in the first place?
Oh,
There's a many different reasons why. I can't answer that for many different reasons.
That's actually an excuse.
don't do
That's
that,
an
Miss.
Ooh.
No,
excuse.
Miss Lego.
I
Miss
can't
Lego,
give
you let
why
Anton talk to
women
her.
do
You
that.
stay
A
right there.
lot of
Don't do
women
that.
don't know their self-worth. They don't
Wait,
have
what?
value. They're not taught that it's important. Like a lot of the young girls was popping their
Still
thing
an
at
excuse.
13 years
Y'all see
old,
what he just
and
did?
it
Still
was
an
a cool
excuse.
thing. It was
Yo,
a cool
Well,
thing.
precious.
Not
See,
hold
Anton,
anybody
you see what he
accountable,
doing right now?
Ali.
Do y'all
Okay,
see what he's doing right now?
I don't know what's
Hey,
going on.
JR, honestly, y'all see what he's
Smoke.
doing?
Anybody can get the smoke, Ali.
Hold on, y'all.
Let me tell you.
Anybody can get the smoke, Ali.
Let
That's
go.
all I'm
Let go.
saying.
Let go.
I
Let
guess
go.
the thing that I'm saying is that what I'm hearing from you is everything but accepting personal responsibility for the
I think it
circumstances.
is no. I'm not sure where you're not hearing that. I think accepting personal responsibility. I'm talking about after the fact you get pregnant. Now, if you want to talk about before
Before.
preventing, let's talk
No,
about
no, no,
that.
no, no,
I'm
no,
talking
no,
about
no, no, no,
after.
no, no. You listen. Ignorance of the law does not absolve you from being responsible for the law,
Facts.
right? And so when you take that into consideration, what I'm personally saying is that we don't care. It should not be our responsibility, or you should not look for any sympathy or care from anybody, including men, about the situation that you put yourself into.
I never said that.
Well, you did, because you led off with, I don't
You
think
said it like 5 different ways.
I did not say
that.
that you should feel bad for them. I did not say that simply. I'm saying that y'all were saying men have to take accountability. I'm saying women also have to take accountability. And her punishment is after she gets pregnant and
Cap,
decides to have a baby out of wedlock,
cap.
there is consequences to that she has to live through. And all
No,
I
no,
was
no, no,
doing
no.
was
It's
just explaining
self-inflicted
that.
pain,
It's her
but it's
choice.
not nearly to the extent by which men have to subject themselves to.
Well, you can say
Simply
that, but
because
you're not a
you
woman.
will always
No.
have a safety net. By default, you will always have a safety net by the federal government that incentivizes you to not. One of the problems is that you aren't held responsible, because truly holding a woman responsible would be to remove the safety net that comes along with
Then that would be putting the child in
incentivizing her to have a kid out of wedlock in the first place, right? But what they did was they gave you an option, and they said, well, you can delete or not, regardless of where it is that we stand on that spectrum. They also gave you the ability to even be able to continue to feed and support yourself with WIC, women and children, and EBT cards, and all of these other incentives, and to make sure that you got that safety net to land on your feet, whereas men don't have that. And so you're looking to the reason why women can't take full responsibility and accountability for their actions is because nobody truly has ever held them accountable.
I think that you're looking at it from that standpoint. Some women can't even, I mean, for you to even get EBT and all of that. First of all, if we want to go back on history, if we want to go back on that, the whole process, the government started to put men on child support because they were tired of paying for these kids, and the men are not being held responsible. Because where's all this money supposed to go? They're not just giving out free money. Somebody has to pay for it. So you want to
But
talk
wait,
about
that
and then
original
you have to
your
be
history is foggy.
not every wait, hold on. Not every single mother is in poverty as well. Like
Your history is foggy,
a
man.
mother that's single, because not every mother that's single is on welfare or
That was originally reserved for wives that then had to be subjected to husbands leaving the household, which is why the law is archaic and it needs to be changed. And as a matter of fact, what
happens to the
I'm
children?
sorry, hold on, I'll let you finish.
You did it because I actually wasn't done, and then you started talking.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My point was, what happens to the children? Because you're saying let the mother suffer. So when the mothers suffer and the fathers are not around, and y'all always talking about it's the children, where are the children being taken care of? Where are the children going? Are they on the street with the moms? Are they in the shelters with the moms? Like, where are they going? Because I know some mothers who struggle where they were in shelters and sleeping in their cars with their children.
And you know what the solution for that is?
I'm talking about, and the fathers were not around. So where does it come where we want better for the children, right? Who's taking care of the children? Because
you know what I say?
Open your leg.
Hold on, Mr. Lego.
I'm not even done. The foster care system is overloaded. Nobody's taking in these children. You want to take the children away from the mother. The father is not around. What is the solution for the children? Because we don't give a damn about the mom, right? She made her decisions, right? She made her bed, right? What about the children?
The solution is fuck them kids. Straight up and down. And that's why I said
And you heard it all. And you heard it, everyone.
Now you want to overtalk me after I let you finish. The solution is fuck them kids, because the minute that you remove the safety net, then you'll start to really hold women accountable for the men that they open their legs to. And because we don't have no safety net. So then you'll start to truly hold people accountable, because that's the problem in the Black community, is that there is no real accountability for your actions. When you say fuck them kids and you sink or swim, you get a fucking job, you figure out your babysitter. It's not the federal government's job to continue to find out if whether or not they can supplement your income, or they can supplement your daycare and all of that. When you truly levy personal responsibility on somebody, then they start to make better decisions. And then they start to make decisions not to have kids out of wedlock. Then they start to vet more effectively. But it's so easy for you to just be willy-nilly and not really take responsibility, because then you remove it from yourself and you say, well, what about the kids? Now, what about your decision to have a kid outside of wedlock before you was married?
Facts.
See, we being retroactively responsible. Now we trying to fix a problem that we never should have had in the first place. You have to nip it in the bud. And the minute that you remove the incentive for a woman to open up her legs to a man that she's not supposed to be having kids with in the first place, then you remove all of the problems within the Black community, because then people have to truly be responsible for their actions.
And that would never work, because you just said
Sexual liberation.
You just said fuck them kids, right? And this is why.
Yeah, all y'all just go home.
Let her finish.
Hold on. Let her finish.
And I'll wrap it up. This is why crime rate is high right now, because a lot of adults are saying fuck them kids, and those kids grow up and saying fuck you too. And they grow up and they come in your home and they rob your house and they steal your cars and they're in jail
because they don't have daddies.
And they're selling drugs and they're gang banging because society said F those kids.
No,
so
because you bred them. Because you bred them. Because you bred them.
And y'all, and they came from y'all.
No. You bred them. You bred them. And it's not my responsibility. Because let's be clear. No. Let's be clear. It's my tax dollars that supplement what it is that you have going on with your kids.
Poor people.
It's my tax. No. I don't have kids out of wedlock, but I have to pay for these ugly fucking kids that's then gonna grow up and steal my wheels. That's fucked up.
It's not.
No. I'm paying for a kid that I'm not even responsible for. You think that that's fair?